I have just recently returned from Sun Princess and I had an absolute amazing time. So if you are booked to go on this beautiful ship, then please watch this video because I share with you 25 tips and hacks for you to make the most out of your Sun Princess cruise. I cover from the moment you book to the moment you disembark on what to do. I also cover when to book your dining. I cover how to make the most of each port of call, right down to what plug socket to take and which gym classes there are on board. I cover it all. So don't forget to watch till the end because I save the best tip till last. Right, let's get started.
Pack my things up, carefree, adventures waiting. I'm heading out to see the rest of the world. Yeah, yeah.
Once you've booked your Princess Cruise, you'll be given a booking reference number. You then go into the App Store and download the Princess Cruises app onto your smartphone. You'll then be able to input your booking reference number and your booking will show then on the app. Now, with the app, you'll be using this from the moment you book till the day you come home. So just familiarise yourself with it. There's so much to do on there. But first things first, to check in online. Now, the app will want your passport details, next of kin details, insurance details, credit card details for your onboard account, and a couple of other things. And once check-in has been completed, it will ask you to go to the green lane. If it asks you to go to the blue lane at the embarkation port, don't be too concerned about that. It just means that check-in hasn't been completed. And that's okay because a Princess representative will be able to check in online for you at the cruise port. Now, if you are a frequent cruiser with Princess Cruises, you will be aware of the Captain's Circle loyalty scheme. Now, when you download the app, it will show on your booking on the app of what your loyalty status is. You just need to make sure that this is correct because you've got loyalty benefits, of course, when you get on board. For example, if you are elite status and it's showing you're at platinum level, then you want to make sure that that is correct before you step on board because you don't want to miss out on your free laundry and your setup minibar, etc. So just make sure that this is correct when you download the app. Now, if you are booked on any Princess cruise, then you will receive this. Now, this is called the Medallion. This is probably one of the best pieces of technology that I've ever seen on a cruise ship. The benefits of this medallion is amazing and you'll see the benefits when you're on board. Now, before you go, you have the option on your app to choose what accessory you would like this little medallion in. You are automatically given a lanyard. This is free and included in the cost of your cruise, and you literally just clip the medallion in. Also, on your app, you have the option of purchasing at a small surcharge whether you'd prefer the medallion to be on a watch strap, a clip, or a necklace. There are so many ways and so many accessories for this medallion. Now, what you do is you purchase on the app and you pay on the app the supplement, whichever accessory you would like. If you are a US passenger, then you can also ask for the accessory to be posted to your home address. It will arrive 10 to 14 days before travel. If you are from the UK or a European passenger, then the only option on the app will be to have you to collect your accessory or the lanyard at your cruise port on embarkation day. You also have the option to purchase one of the accessories via Amazon as well. So if you are a UK guest, you can purchase it on Amazon. It'll be sent to your home address. Also as well is this medallion is the same size as an Apple AirTag. So if you've got an Apple AirTag accessory, then you can clip the medallion onto that instead. Okay, so just make sure that when you get on the Medallion app, you choose whether you want the free lanyard or whether you want to choose the accessory. Now, another benefit of the app is that you can book your speciality dining or experiential dining restaurants. Now, these are available to book between 30 and 60 days of your sailing date. So you just go on the app, go on the day of the week and choose the restaurant, choose the time. It will then add the cost of that restaurant, which is either $45 or $49 into your basket, and then you pay via the app. Now, for Spellbound and Love by Brito, booking these dining restaurants are hit and miss at the moment. So my advice to you would be to speak to Princess Cruises. But yes, Book your dining between 30 and 60 days before your departure date, and enjoy when you are on board because they are amazing. Now, many of you watching will be embarking on Sun Princess in Rome, so I just wanted to give you a few tips on the most economical way of getting from Rome to the cruise port. Now, of course, you'll probably be staying in Rome overnight or maybe a couple of nights, making the most of the beautiful city whilst you're there. If so, then I would recommend you travelling by train. Download the Trainline app. If you do, you can literally book a train which is direct from Rome Termini train station for €4.60. It's an hour journey and you don't have to validate your ticket when you're at Termini station. You just show your confirmation on your phone. Once you get to Civitavecchia station, then you come out, turn right, and 40 yards up the road you've got a bus stop which literally will have a shuttle there for €6, and that will take you the extra mile to where the ship is docked. You can, of course, at the train station get a taxi if you wanted to take you the extra mile, or if you could walk it, but it depends on your amount of luggage. I would probably only recommend getting the train if you've got one large suitcase each and a backpack. Any more than that, you might want to look at other alternatives. If you are flying into either of the airports into Rome and still want to get the train, if you, for example, you're staying in Civitavecchia itself, then you can do, but it's not direct. You do have one change, and that takes about 90 minutes. Now, I just wanted to tell you about this. Are you celebrating an anniversary or a birthday or your honeymoon on board Sun Princess? If you didn't know already, this is a feature on board many Princess cruises, and I would very much recommend it, and it's called the Ultimate Balcony Dinner. Go to guest services and book this as soon as you get on board. It's $110 per couple, but goodness me, are you spoilt? You have 2 waiting staff who dress your balcony, a beautiful table, and you have crafted cocktails, champagne, fresh flowers, 1 professional photo, and a stunning 4-course dinner. Now, you speak to anybody who has done the Ultimate Balcony Dinner, and again, they would recommend it, but not many people know about it. But I can honestly, categorically say it is so, so romantic. So just if this is something that you'd like to do, just have a word with guest relations as soon as you get on board. Not only that, if you did want to celebrate, for example, in the morning, you can have the ultimate romantic balcony breakfast, which is set up in the same way. So if this is something you'd like to do, then make sure you do it as soon as you get on board. Wherever you are in the world, one of the main questions is always, what are the plug sockets in the cabins? I can tell you that on Sun Princess, you have got European sockets, US sockets, USB ports and USB-C ports as well, which is great. You've got a lot more of these than you would on any other Princess ship. And the other thing as well, what I really like, is that you've got plug sockets and USB ports at either side of the bed, not just on one side. If you're a UK passenger, then I would recommend this. This is a universal worldwide plug adapter. It's also got 2 USB ports as well. This was £20 and it was from Boots, but you can get them on Amazon. So this is great for if you want to take your hair straighteners or anything really, but the amount of appliances that we're using now, it's always good to take a universal adapter with you as well. Now, if you are embarking on the Sun Princess from Barcelona, then it is really economical to get to the cruise port, because the cruise port is literally just a 15 to 20 minute taxi ride from the airport and will cost you roughly about $25 for the cab. If you are in Barcelona for the day and it's one of your ports of call, then there are plenty of cabs outside the cruise port where the ship docks, or what you can do is you can walk 15 to 20 minutes to the entrance to the port, cross over the roundabout, and on the right hand side you will have some hop on hop off buses, and you can make the most of the day with those. Or if not, 5-minute walk further on to the right, you've got the start of Las Ramblas, which is one of the main areas if you prefer to explore Barcelona on foot. Now, are you an elite or a platinum member? If you are, you'll be well aware that on all Princess ships, you have an elite and platinum event in a lounge every evening, apart from the Captain's Circle night. Now, on Sun Princess, this will be held each evening at either Crooner's Bar or the Cascade Bar. So you will be notified in your cabin of the times and the venue once you're on board. So if this is your first time on a cruise, and of course first time on Sun Princess, you'll be wanting to know what dining venues are included in the cost. Well, I can tell you that you have Horizon Main Dining Room on Deck 6 and Deck 7. You've got American Diner on Deck 8. You've also got the Eatery on Deck 9. You've got the Promenade, which is an outdoor pizzeria and ice cream on Deck 9. Then if you head up to Lido Deck, you've got tacos, you've got pizzas, you've got Lido greens, you've got ice creams, all included in the price. So I can guarantee you will never go hungry, and there is plenty of choice. Now, if one of your ports of call is Hania in Crete, then Princess Cruises are offering a shuttle that will take you into the Old Town. It literally is 7 kilometres away, and the shuttle will drop you off and pick you up at the same point. Now, it takes about 10-15 minutes, and the shuttles are every about 20 minutes, but from this drop-off point, it's just a 15-minute walk to Hania Old Town Market and a 15-minute walk to the harbour front. The harbour front is beautiful and full of shops, bars and restaurants in a really stunning setting. So this is a really nice choice if you want to see a little bit of the Old Town rather than booking an excursion in advance. Now, have you booked a Cabana mini suite, or are you thinking of booking a Cabana mini suite? These are stunning mini suites and brand new for Sun Princess. Now, with the reserve Cabana mini suites comes a beautiful Cabana communal sun deck area with plush lounges and also hot tubs. Now, to take advantage of this, which the sun deck area is on Deck 9 on portside and starboard, you have to be in a reserve Cabana mini suite on Deck 9. There are Cabana mini suites on all different decks on Sun Princess, but it's only the ones on Deck 9 that will be allowed access to the communal Cabana sun deck area and the hot tubs. So I just wanted to clear that up for you. Now, I have been asked, is there a library on board Sun Princess? There isn't a designated library, no. I know many of you like to go and read a book or play a board game, but what there is, you can head on over to Wheelhouse Bar, and they have got a vast array of board games for all passengers to use and enjoy. Now, if you are stopping in Naples, then there is so much to see and do. So I just wanted to highlight a couple of things. If you wanted just to not do an excursion and do your own thing and just have a little mooch around, then Naples city centre is only a 15 to 20 minute walk from where the cruise ship docks. Or if you're brave enough, which many people are, it's really easy to do, a 30-minute walk or a cab ride will take you from the ship to the train station in Naples. It's a 30-minute journey over to Pompeii and a 15-minute walk to the ruins. So you could quite easily do that. Many people do. Or alternatively, you've got the beautiful island of Capri. The ferry terminal is only 15-20 minute walk from where the cruise ship docks. So you can either do this yourself with plenty of research or book a ship's excursion. But whatever you do, Naples is beautiful. So enjoy every minute. Now, if you love to go and see a show, then you will love the brand new Princess Arena. There are 2 shows each evening, one at 8 p.m. and one at 10 p.m. And for those of you who have upgraded to the Princess Premier package, then you will have reserved seating in the Princess Arena. Now, also be aware that 5 minutes before the show is due to start, they do release those reserved seating areas for anybody else that is waiting to get into the arena. So my advice would be to get to the arena at least 15 minutes before to make sure you've got a good spot. Now, are tea and coffee making facilities included and in your cabin? For UK guests, yes, they are. As soon as you enter your cabin, you'll see that it has all been set up for you. For any other passengers, then all you need to do is go onto the Medallion app, and on there you can order tea and coffee making facilities to be delivered to your cabin, normally within 30 minutes to an hour of you making that order. If not, just ask your cabin steward. Now, if you are visiting Kotor on your itinerary, then you are very lucky indeed. And one thing that I would recommend would be the Blue Caves. The caves themselves are 9 meters above sea level, an absolute incredible and beautiful for anybody who visits them. So how to book these? If you haven't got a prepaid excursion, you just walk off the ship, and in a couple of minutes you'll see the vendors on their boats. That's where the main ticket office is, and for €40 you can book a 3-hour trip which takes in the Blue Caves and also swimming, as well as other sites in Montenegro. So that is definitely a must do. Now, if you have been on Princess before, we all know and love the International Cafe. It's open 24 hours a day, but is it included in the cost? Well, I can say all the food in International Cafe, yes, the answer is it is included in your cruise fare. As for the drinks though, they are not, so please be aware of this. But if you have got the Princess Plus, Princess Premier package, then they are included. But if you haven't, then they are chargeable, but all the lovely food is all included, yes. Now, for the first time ever, some Princess have now portable hair dryers in the cabins. They are dry-by hair dryers. They are really good, and you can now purchase these for $120. Maybe because the fact that they're portable now may be the reason why. You can also purchase the new Beekman 1802 body lotion, which is lovely, for $39, and also the lovely dressing gowns as well for $79. So if you fancy treating yourself, pop them in your case and they'll be charged to your onboard account. Now, if you are in Athens for the day, then I just want to point out a couple of tips that might help you make the most out of your trip. So when you get off the ship in Athens and you go past the security area, you'll find some hop-on, hop-off buses. Now, these are a brilliant way, as we know, of really experiencing the port, especially the city that Athens has to offer. You're looking roughly about €20 for the hop-on, hop-off experience. Alternatively, if you just want to nip to the Acropolis and just to experience that, like many of us do, then if you've got the Uber app, then just shout for an Uber. Ubers are plentiful. You're looking about a 30-minute drive from the cruise port, and you're looking, the cost-wise, about $20. Now, if you do like to stay in shape and do a fitness class on board, then you can on Sun Princess, because there are 5 different classes to choose from. Now, all you need to do is go to the entrance to the gym. There'll be forms there for you to put in your name and cabin number, and it'll be charged to your onboard account. The gym classes you've got to choose from are stretch and release. You've got yoga, Pilates, cycling and pure bar. On the Princess Plus package, where you get 2 fitness classes included in your voyage, the Premier Plus, you get unlimited fitness classes. A great way to keep in shape and burn off those calories. Now, when you arrive in Hollydaysatsea, you will appreciate how beautiful this port is. And what's even better is that the ship docks right in the centre of town. So as soon as you get off, just a short walk will bring you to bars, shops and restaurants. Of course, if you want to go and see Ephesus and Virgin Mary's house, which are always popular, then you can book a ship's excursion. Alternatively though, why not do something different? If you head to the Queen Marion Hotel, the Mensa Spa there will offer you a fantastic Turkish bath experience. It's about a mile away from the port, but people who've done it so far have absolutely loved it. So that's one thing, that's something different that you might not have done before. Now, one thing I cannot stress to you enough is that the day before Disembarkation Day, to check your onboard account. You can do this in various ways via your app, Medallion app, via your TV in your cabin, stateroom or guest services. Make sure that you check that your account is all okay and everything is as it should be, because it is not easy when you get off the ship if there are any errors or any amounts on there that you're not familiar with. So please, I can't stress enough to check your account before disembarkation day. Yes, sadly, all things do come to an end. On disembarkation day, you do need to be out of your cabin by 8 a.m. and you do need to be off the ship for 9:30 for your onward journey. I just wanted to let you know as well, because I've been asked this quite a few times, if you are on the Premier package, then you will receive 2 specialty dining restaurants included in the price. Butcher's Block, Catch by Rudi, Sabatini's and the Crown Grill, all priced at $45 per person. If you want to book these in advance, the Medallion app doesn't recognise whether you've got the Premier package or not. So it will charge you for the restaurants. So it will charge you $90. But rest assured, when you do get on board, then you will be refunded by Princess. It's not ideal, but at the moment, that's the way that it is. You've got to pay for the restaurants up front and be refunded once on board, once you go to guest services, or maybe speak to Princess before you step on board, before you go. Now, tip 25, and this is the biggest tip probably that I could give to you on Sun Princess or anybody who has booked any cruise, is join a Facebook group. These are so valuable with sharing tips for people who've been on board already, people who are seasoned cruisers, people who've been on the ship a few times before. They can give you tips and help and advice on anything that you need to know ready for your holiday. So join the Facebook group. There's normally a general one for that particular ship. Also, as well, you'll find there is normally a Facebook group for your particular sailing. Just search the cruise ship, for example, Sun Princess, and your departure date in Facebook, and there should be a cruise group for that sailing. You know that all the information, prices, etc. were correct to my knowledge at the time of filming this video. Things can change, of course, as time goes on. If you like this video, then please click the like button, because it really does help the channel. And also, there's so much more content on my channel. There are 3 cabin tours, a full narrated ship tour, and my experience when I dined in all 4 specialty dining restaurants, all on Sun Princess. Thank you for watching. If you are going on Sun Princess, I hope you have the most amazing, amazing time. I would be back on board that ship in a heartbeat.